In a quiet corner of every town, from John O'Groats to Land's End, you'll find a Bureau of Lost Things. Inside its vast corridors, day in and day out, a dedicated team strive to reunite lost things with their careless owners.
Good morning, welcome to the Bureau of Lost Things. What have you lost today?
And today would be an ordinary day, just like any other, but there are no ordinary days at the Bureau of Lost Things.
Well, I hope you could help me. I've lost my virginity and I'd like to get it back.
Okay. Can I take your name, please?
Alan Lee?
All right, Alan, when did you last have your virginity?
It was either July 2016 on the backseat of a car in the Dartford Tunnel, or at a wedding in Totnes, August the same year. It depends on how the Dartford Tunnel was a kind of a grey area.
Okay. Could you describe your virginity?
Oh, it's about 18 years long, give or take that 1 month. Got a bit dented in the last few years, some scrapes, near misses. I probably held on to it too long, like a safety blanket. Sentimental value, you know.
Colour?
Blue.
Nice.
Thanks.
If you could just wait here, I'll pop back and see if we've got it. Virginities. Lost vitality, vermicelli, virility. Oh, Raymond?
Morning, Will.
Sorry to bother you. Can I ask where we keep the virginities? Lost virginities.
Come on, I'll show you.
Great, thanks. This place is such a maze. I'm still having trouble finding my way. I don't really follow the layout.
I've been planning to do a reorg when I have a spare 7 or 8 weekends.
Where do we keep virginities anyway?
Between the lost gold watches and the lost hammers.
Maybe fast-track the reorg?
I don't want to start until I know I'll have time to finish. Otherwise, it might end up confusing.
Yeah, you wouldn't want that. Oh, hi, Cara.
Will, Raymond, I didn't see you there.
Would you mind watching the desk while I... Wait, what are you doing with those gold watches?
Oh, if I said I was taking them away to be fixed, how would that sound to you?
Like you were really going the extra mile.
Yeah, well, you have to in this job. Just hold the bag open for me, will you? Thanks.
Don't take them to the same place as those flat-screen TVs, though. We still haven't got them back.
Yeah, unfortunate that.
Here we are, virginities.
Thanks, Raymond. I've got to ask, why do we keep lost virginities next to gold watches?
Well, I lost my virginity at a birthday party. My birthday party, which makes me think of the passage of time. Her name was Petra, which was the name of a Blue Peter dog, just like Goldie, who was a golden retriever. Time, golden, gold watches.
I'm almost afraid to ask, but why are they next to the hammers?
There was a space.
All those lost hammers. So sad.
How is a lost hammer sad?
Without a hammer, stuff just stays broken. You can fix anything with a hammer, except impotence, and it's best not to try.
You really should try these sentences out loud in your head first.
Noted. I welcome feedback. Most of what I've seen here has led me to think there's some kind of alphabet-related system that maybe we could really...
Still early days for you, isn't it, Will? Let's call this area an anomaly, if that helps. It's one of my favourite places to come and ponder the key questions.
Like what?
Oh, how did we get here? Where are we going? How old is God?
I've never thought about that.
As I get older, I feel like I don't want to lose the essential elegance of this refuge of mine. The layout just seems so logical. Lost senses of direction. Lost balls. Lost children.
Hello?
Lost car keys.
Wait, what?
Lost car keys.
We have a lost child here.
Oh, I'd have to check the inventory.
You don't need to check your inventory. He's sitting right there.
Are you my mummy?
Quoting Doctor Who.
I'm sounding the alarm. Can anyone hear anything?
Oh yeah, I needed those batteries for the TV remote. I've got 50 quid on Spurs to win.
That's ridiculous.
It is a massive risk, given their current form, but I got very good odds.
I mean, we should have enough batteries for both. Give it here. That's better.
Oh, crayons!
Should it be eating those?
Noted. Come here, please.
Hello?
Yes, that's it. Okay, yes, you can have my security pass instead. Just give those here. Right. Go there if you must. See if I care.
That's the spirit, Will.
Aha! We do have a lost child.
You're kidding.
Page 19 of the inventory, between the lost CDs and lost self-esteem.
Why is the inventory in a different order to the warehouse?
Well, now, there's an interesting story behind that.
What's going on? Why is the alarm going off? That's better. And why are my staff standing around doing nothing?
Veronica, we have a lost child. Oh, where's he gone?
I'd say that proves your point.
We have to find his parents.
Find? Oh, no. Oh, no. That's not what we do. We are the Bureau of Lost Things. We do not find things. That's rule number 1 in your handbook. I mean, okay, technically it's rule number 7, but, top 10. Still very important. And I think, ideologically, this very much is rule number 1, even though, literally, it isn't. But nothing. We treat him like any other piece of lost property, except we'll feed him, I suppose. We don't want a repeat of the hamster incident.
But surely when the piece of lost property is a child...
That's what the rules say, Will. And if you don't follow the rules, who do you think will get it in the neck from head office?
You.
No! You! Why would I get it in the neck? You're the one breaking the rules. Now, back to work. This place is a shambles. The lost gold watch shelves are looking terribly empty.
Oh, that's because...
No one wears them anymore.
Oh, whatever. No more standing around.
Veronica, has there been any word on the cross-bureau standardization you went through on our away day?
Raymond, head office are very busy with day-to-day firefighting. Why would that be a priority?
So we could find things?
Oh, there you go again with this finding things. It's an obsession with you, isn't it? Follow the rules, Will, or there will be consequences. Finding things.
Well, thank God she's gone.
It doesn't solve our problem. There's a child in here somewhere. Listen. I don't care what Veronica says. I know I haven't been here very long, but I'm taking a stand. I'm finding that kid's family. Who's with me? Think of his poor parents.
Don't care.
Worrying about where he is.
Not interested.
Phoning the police up for news.
Good luck to him.
Offering a reward for his safe return.
Who am I kidding? It's our moral duty to help.
I knew you'd come round.
Are you my daddy?
Oh, for goodness sake.
This isn't how it works, Will. He's lost, so we keep him until someone comes in and claims him.
But by the same token, he has lost his parents. Could they be in here?
That's an interesting existential tautology.
Isn't everything lost here somewhere?
No, that's not how the Bureau works at all.
How does it work? No one's ever explained it to me.
I thought you'd been here 5 years.
Yeah, but I take very little interest on a day-to-day basis.
So how does it work?
I asked old Tony Baskins that back when I started. You must remember Tony. Tall, with a face. He sat me down over there by the lost souls and he said, I'll never forget what he said. Raymond, he said, I'm having a stroke. After that, he rather lost interest in the conversation. Never did finish it.
Thanks. That makes everything a lot clearer.
Look, just get the lost child, Raymond. There he is near the mousetraps.
Hello?
He looks a bit like Bruce Forsyth
He does not.
from a certain angle.
Don't be... Oh no, hang on. I see it. The chin. And those little beady eyes.
Let's see if he can tap dance.
Much as I appreciate your enthusiasm, I think we can safely eliminate Bruce Forsyth from our inquiries.
That's disappointing. It was our only lead. And I was looking forward to meeting him.
He's dead.
Really? Who's going to break that to the kid?
I think our best lead is still the boy himself. Hello, little boy. Can you tell us your parents' names?
Mummy and Daddy.
Kid's a moron. Means his parents are probably morons, just like mine were. Otherwise they wouldn't have died in that moronic canal barge accident.
Maybe he's got a label.
Why would a child have a label?
Sometimes things have labels. This lost luggage, for example. If found, please return to Emily Watts, 19 Pierce Street, Dungannon.
Why is that still here?
She never came for it.
Raymond, you've got the address. Why didn't you send it to her?
That's not how it works.
Right.
I'll check the kid for labels. Ugh. See anything?
Is that a tattoo?
No. Now put him the right way up. All the stuff's falling out of his pockets.
£3.92. Oh well, that's not a total loss.
Give it back. Hey, look, a mobile phone.
Now you're talking. I've got a new SIM card that'll go in there.
It's only got one number on it.
Billy no, mate.
It must be his mother's number. I'm calling. Ask about the reward. Hello, this is Will from the Bureau of Lost Things. I believe you're missing a... No, not that. Not that either. Still no. Rather than guessing, perhaps I should... I'm not saying you haven't lost an umbrella. It's just that isn't what I'm calling... I suppose we could check. But it isn't why... I appreciate it's raining, but... Do we have any lost umbrellas?
I'd have to check the inventory.
While my colleague is checking, perhaps I could... Now you mention it, if you could take a quick look under the rain hood on your buggy, then... Yes! That's right! Your child! Not there, no, absolutely. The Bureau of Lost Things. Great. We'll see you soon. There, all's well that ends well. We may have bent the rules a little, but we did the right thing and that's what matters.
My house has bricks.
Helpful.
According to the inventory, we have several umbrellas.
That may need updating.
Why?
It was raining last night and I saw people out the front and I thought what they wouldn't give for an umbrella.
That was very thoughtful.
Yeah, meant I could afford a taxi home. Hang on, you didn't ask about the reward.
I'm sure she'll be very generous after getting her son back.
Speaking of her son, where did he go?
Well, he's just... Sound the alarm!
I needed those batteries to check the score. Bloody Spurs. Besides, if you sound the alarm, Veronica will be back here in no time.
But shouldn't we tell her what happened?
You want to tell her that in the process of breaking the rules and completely ignoring clear instructions from your superior, you somehow lost a piece of property.
I'm sure she'll understand.
Understand? You lost something lost. Now it's double lost. There's nothing worse you could have done.
I reckon he's capable of a triple lost manoeuvre.
You think so? That's never been done before.
But if I've lost it, surely the kid's here in the bureau.
I'm afraid that's not how it works.
Not how it worked. Got it. We have to find this kid. Something could happen to him.
Now you're on to finding things again. Although I suppose anything goes in these chaotic, double lost times.
Right, so let's...
That's the front desk.
Oh God, I forgot all about that man's virginity. Can you go and...
I know your game, Will. You want to find the kid so you can have the reward to yourself. You go and deal with the man. Raymond and I will start searching.
All right.
Where the hell have you been? I've been waiting here 15 minutes.
Sorry, something came up.
Something more important than my virginity.
Well...
Come on, I haven't got all day.
Actually, we're not sure which is yours. Why don't you come back here and pick one out for yourself? Here we are. Quite a lot of virginities in there. Yours might be towards the back of the shelf, but if you pick your way through, I'm sure you'll find it. I've got to...
You want me to go through these by myself?
Yes, you see, I've got to... do... something.
Yes. Well, the thing is, I don't want to touch someone else's.
No?
No. Especially that one. I feel like it's looking at me.
Don't be silly. Just try not to stare while you're sifting, and I'm sure you'll manage. Bye.
Okay. How hard can it be? Just move this one to the... Ooh, it's still warm. I wonder if I can find some lost gloves.
Will?
Veronica!
No running in the warehouse.
Sorry, I didn't realise.
There's a sign right there. No running. Also, no diving, no bombing, no petting. It's possible we just got it from a swimming pool, but still, no running. Didn't you learn anything at orientation?
Not really. Raymond just told me a story about a whale.
I keep hearing the front desk bell. Why aren't you serving them? Customer service must come first. When the bell rings, I want to see you running to answer it. Well, not running, obviously, or bombing, or petting. Moving briskly, perhaps. Why aren't you serving?
I was, but I had a teensy bit of an urgent thing to do, so I showed the customer to the virginity's shelf and let him...
You did what?
Was that not...
Didn't you learn anything at orientation?
Again?
You can't let unauthorized persons wander about the warehouse. That's worse than swimming in the diving area. Oh, we really should get a new sign.
Sorry, I mean, he's only looking for his virginity.
They all say that.
Do they?
This is the Bureau of Lost Things. The lost treasure of the Incas is in here, probably. Come on, we've got to find him before he loots the place. This will explain where all those flat-screen TVs went.
So, that's done. We know he isn't in with the lost bearings. Now we move on to the area between lost manhood and lost pets. If I was a small child, that's where I'd be.
Why are lost pets in Section M?
There's a story behind that. Concerning a very shy marmot.
Oh, I'm sure there is. And do you know what? That's my fault for asking.
Excuse me. I have lost my virginity.
I really didn't think we worked in that kind of establishment. Raymond?
I lost mine to a girl called Petra.
I like the Blue Peter dog.
I do like the Blue Peter dog. How did you know?
Can you point me in the direction of the lost gloves?
Certainly. They're on level Omega, next to the lost kittens.
Thanks.
I wonder what he's doing in here.
Must be lost.
Well, yes, that's how it works.
I'm afraid it's not.
And why are lost pets separate from lost kittens?
Now you've asked a question. There's a story behind that.
Of course there is. If we ever find this kid, I'm going to kill him.
There. What did I tell you? No sign of the thief.
I'm sure he just found his virginity and left.
Probably helped himself to some of the others while he was there.
I really doubt that. He was terrified of them, if anything. I'm sorry, but I thought I was doing, the right thing.
Wasn't there something about a lost child earlier?
Ah, well, so, what happened? You'll laugh when you hear this. Turns out... see, I'm laughing now. Turns out, it turns, and indeed turned in the fullness of time out. He had his mum's phone number. So I called her. I called her and she said, umbrella. I'm the umbrella. So I made her look under the hood of her child's buggy, and you'll never guess. And I suppose you had to be there.
You did what? After I specifically told you not to waste your time trying to find things. That's not how we work.
I'm sorry.
You mean the child is no longer in the warehouse?
Could be. No. Possibly. Yes. Everything might even have been resolved by now. Don't actually know.
What?
You see, you'll laugh when you hear this.
Shall we assume I won't?
That seems fair. That is to say, I lost him.
Lost him? In all my years at the Bureau of Lost Things, we have never, ever lost anything. Some things have been misplaced, sure. Maybe even let slip for a while. I heard tell once of something going astray, even. But not lost.
We're trying to find him.
Find him? Do you want to make me angry?
It might seem that way, but I really don't.
Here's the situation, Will. If you've lost this child, you'll be in trouble with his mother, I would imagine. If you find him, you'll have contravened Bureau rules, and you'll be in trouble with head office. Understand?
But if I've already lost something and I'm not allowed to try and find it, what can I do?
You'll have to tell the mother what happened. She'll make a complaint to head office, and then you'll lose your job. And there's no lost job section in the Bureau of Lost Things. Figuratively speaking, of course. Literally, there obviously is one, over there by the lost cats. But your job won't be there. I mean, it will be there, because that's where they go. But it won't be for you, Will. Not for you.
I see.
Level Omega, and I'm on level yellow. I could so easily freak out right now.
Are you my mummy?
What the? Oh, hello, I'm Alan. I was looking for my virginity.
Why?
Do you know you're the first person to ask me that? I was trying to pinpoint the moment my life came off the rails, and to be honest, it feels like nothing has gone right since that night in the Dartford tunnel. It was a turning point from which there's no coming back. Losing it never did me any good. In fact, it was a total disaster. I never saw the girl again. And I really liked her too. I don't know what happened. Maybe that intimate act changed things between us. So I thought, if I could get it back, maybe, just maybe, I could reset my life and try again.
I have dinosaurs on my socks.
I get the sense you're not taking this in.
My cat's name is Coco.
Well, come on, maybe we can find our way back to the front desk.
I hope you appreciate the seriousness of this, Will.
I do. There's a lost child out there. Anything could happen to him.
A lost child? You need to get your priorities right. I could get a verbal warning over this, a written warning maybe, or even a warning expressed via the medium of interpretive dance. Nothing makes you feel more like a disappointment than the dynamic abstraction of an accusatory box step. I don't think you appreciate the gravity of what you've done.
I take full responsibility.
It's not your job to take full responsibility. As manager, it's my job.
Oh, I couldn't let you.
Let me finish. It's my job to apportion full responsibility to you. Oh, that's probably Mrs. Lost Child right now, ready to pick him up because you called her. Now get out there and take responsibility.
Are you coming with me?
No! I will be back there, far away, distancing myself from your shame.
Good to know there's a procedure in place. Good morning, welcome to the...
I got a call saying my son was here, and my umbrella.
Your son is here, yes. That's almost certainly still the case.
Oh, thank God. I've been so worried. I can't believe how stupid I was, losing my own son.
Hey, it's easily done, and I'm sure if our positions were switched, you'd understand my plight.
Where is he?
The thing is, we can't actually find your umbrella.
What happened? Did it run away from you? Did you throw it out with the rubbish? Accidentally set fire to it? How on earth do you lose an umbrella?
You lost it first.
What?
I said sorry. I'm really sorry. I seem to be saying that a lot lately.
Your boss will be getting a stern letter about the pathetic incompetence around here. Now I have to go back out into the rain after completely wasting my time. Goodbye. Obviously, I also came to get my child.
Yes, of course.
Where is he?
He's... What you need to understand is... It's probably best if I just come right out and say it.
Mummy!
He's right here.
Tommy, I was so worried about you. Did you take Mummy's umbrella?
No.
So where the hell did I leave it?
If that's everything, I should really...
Oh, right, you're still here. Fine. I'm sorry I lost my temper. Thank you very much.
I've been ordered to take full responsibility.
Hey, kid, why did you run ahead of me like... Ah, there you are, my man. I'll have you know I'm not at all happy with the service levels here. I have been here ages, and my virginity is not going to come back by itself. Furthermore... Janet?
Yes? Oh, my. Alan? I don't believe it after all these years.
You? Here?
And you? Here?
Do you two know each other?
The girl in the Dartford Tunnel.
Maybe he's up here.
Oh, come on. We've been all over, from A to Z, and all the weird cubby holes in between, like Veronica's special area. Oh, and there's absolutely no sign. The kid's most likely dead.
I beg your pardon?
Dangerously in need of our help, and I, for one, won't rest until we have him safely back in the arms of his mother. Oh, is that him? What an absolute cherub. Thank goodness my tireless and sadly unrewarded efforts have 100% paid off.
This is incredible.
Thank you, young lady. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude.
That's an Oyster card.
I just topped it up.
First generation, too. It's moments like this that make my job worthwhile. Would either of you like to buy a gold watch? Flat screen TV?
Oh, Janet, this is amazing. What have you been up to these past years?
It's funny you should ask, because, Alan, I'd like you to meet your son.
But we only... That one time. Oh, my word. I suppose the Dartford Tunnel wasn't such a grey area after all.
Okay, good. Now that crisis is over, if you'll bear with me a minute, I will find your virginity.
Keep it. I came here looking for something, but I found something better in the end.
That's not how it works.
I came here to get my umbrella, and I found my long-lost love.
You're making a mockery of the whole system.
Janet, I don't want to be forward, but since we already have a child together, would you like to share my umbrella?
Oh, Alan, you don't know how long I've waited for a man to say those words. It's really chucking it down out there.
Thank you, Will. You made this happen.
There's no need to...
Without your studied incompetence and brazen ineptitude, the two of us would never have found each other, and I would never have been introduced to the son I never knew I had. What can I ever do to thank you?
Oh, I think you might be getting a nectar card, mate.
If it's no trouble, sir, perhaps you could write to the Bureau's head office mentioning how happy you are. No need to go into specifics. Studied incompetence, brazen ineptitude, that sort of thing. Just conclude how that Will chap was awfully good.
Consider it done. Come on, Janet. Let's go home.
My home?
Yes, I shall live there too.
Oh, Alan, you're so decisive.
I think that should do it. If they write to Veronica's boss, that'll smooth over any little, bumps. I should tell her to. I know we haven't done things by the book this time, but everything worked out. I think she'll be okay with it, don't you?
Who were those people? We need to make sure they're never allowed back. Share my umbrella, indeed. I think I'm going to be sick.
Right. What do you think, Cara? I mean, all's well that ends well, isn't it? 2 satisfied customers.
What am I supposed to do with a bleeding Oyster card?
I feel like I'm really starting to get the hang of this job. Not necessarily the rules, but the steady beating heart of it all. The stuff that counts. I feel like I made a real difference today.
Are you my mummy?
Sound the alarm!
Episode 2 credits. The Bureau of Lost Things, Would You Like a Virgin? Starred Michael Keane, Annette Flynn, Grace Morgan and Nick Ewans. Guest appearances from Rachel Fenwick as Janet, Jon Hansler as Alan and Nathalie Smith as the child. Would You Like a Virgin was written by Robin Bales, directed by Glenn Cooper and produced by Alan Devey. The executive producer was Helen Green. Sound design and editing by 29 Owls in a Studio. Original concept for Bureau of Lost Things by Glenn Cooper, Robin Bales and Helen Green. The Bureau of Lost Things was recorded in Outset Studios of South London and is a Zugzwang production for London Comedy Writers.